Hi guys, Portia here. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you this dope music plaque that I put together. It is a project that is very easy to make and you could totally customize it to your own liking. So first thing you want to do is grab your photos to represent whatever song you're thinking about making. I went on ahead and did a ribbon in the shape of a heart, nice and flowy, ribbon in the sky. And you go ahead and you save that. And this was a ping, so I don't have to worry about the background. Also, I took a screenshot of Ribbon in the Sky by Stevie Wonder off of the Pandora site. I uploaded to a website called Clipping Magic, and that enables me to remove the background. So here I'm able to keep every single thing that I want to keep, but get rid of what I don't want. So here you just see me going through the motions of selecting all the stuff that I want to keep. This song actually is really special to me because my husband sang this to me on our very first date, and it's almost been 20 years that we've been married. So it just is just pretty awesome. So anytime I hear this song, I always smile. Let's head on over to Design Space. So I am going to first make a box that is 6 by 8 because that's the size of the plaque, and this is just going to be used as a template for me to work on, just to ensure that I don't make things too big or too small. And we're going to go ahead and upload the pictures, that the one ping I got offline and then the ping that I made of the music icons. And that's stupid big, but don't worry about it. We're going to just save it as the cut image so we can insert it into our project. Yeah, like 55 by 27. Who's going to do anything with that? I'm not. All right, let's go ahead and get that other image put in there. And this is the one that I saved from Clipping Magic. And I wasn't worried about the colors being off because I knew it would make it dark because it would be saved as a cut image. All right, so those are the main images that we are bringing in. So we're just going to go ahead and shape this to our liking, how we want it to fit. So I didn't want it to completely take over the bottom of the plaque, but I wanted to, eventually I'm going to center it all out. So right now I just want to write Ribbon in the Sky, the name of the song. And I am going to choose a pretty simple font because I don't want it to be hard to cut or hard to read when I actually place it down on the plaque. So that's why I changed it to the Arial font. And then we're going to do the same thing with his name, so Stevie Wonder. And I had decided that I'm going to go ahead and eventually we're going to center everything to line it on up. Now this square here is going to be the square that I use to put the actual, let's just say, album art or the cover art on there. I didn't want to use Stevie's art because I wanted something to represent what I think of when I think of Ribbon in the Sky. So it's pretty you know, it's not like hard to figure out, oh, ribbon in the sky. So it's just a heart with a ribbon. It's very flowy and all that good stuff. So it, like I said a little bit earlier, the thought of this song always makes me smile. So I wanted something very flowy. And even when we get to the vinyl part, I decided for that box there to use a holographic vinyl because it reminds me of the sky and it changes colors and all that good stuff. So here you just see me just trying to adjust the heart to my liking. Okay, so right here, I'm gonna just go ahead and align everything, and we're gonna align it, center it for, to make sure that everything prints out the way I want it to. And I went on ahead there, and I'm actually splicing out the heart because I want it to be a different color, and we're gonna eventually layer the heart back on top of the blue. Okay, so I just attached the words and the music icons together to ensure that they actually print out together. And here I'm just going through checking my mats, make sure everything looks like I want it to. So I have already cut out my vinyl, a holographic blue, a red, and a white. I got the 3 different mats. I could have chose to use just the one mat, but why I have to keep stopping and switch it when you can put it all on at the same time. So that was pretty much my thought process. So here you just see me laying down my vinyl, and we are going to cut. And the white actually took the longest because it has the most intricate details. But like I said, with that, you kind of want to make it the words a little bigger, so it's not that hard to weed out when it's time. So yeah, you're gonna go ahead and weed out your blue vinyl, your red vinyl, your white vinyl. So I didn't show you all of that, but you know, once you get it all weeded out, from there you're going to get your transfer tape, cut it down to size, and you know, burnish it on real good so when it's time to peel up and stick, it goes on correctly. All right, so I flip it over. Now that piece is ready. So here you see me preparing the acrylic plate. Like I said, this one is 6x8. I rub it down really well with rubbing alcohol to get rid of any residue from my fingerprints and make sure the surface is nice and clean. Wipe it down. I also like to use a lint roller to get any, I know it's extra, but hey, it gets any of the residual dust. So it makes sure that I have a really good surface to lay my vinyl on top of. So there we have all 3 of our pieces. So laying down our music icons and words first. So here I'm kind of eyeballing it, just checking it, looking, not a big deal. You see the first lay wasn't quite the way I wanted it. I'm quite sure there was a better way to do this instead of just trying to eyeball it, but I was just so excited and I've been seeing it everywhere. I just wanted to make one just to see how it turns out. Maybe if I decide to do another one, I'll be a little bit more precise, but this is for me, so no biggie at all. All right, that part is done. So with the actual album art, in air quotes, I wanted that to be a little bit more precise, because if a square is off center, you could see that. So I didn't want it to be too far off from the left or the right, even if it is by, you know, just a couple of centimeters or a quarter or something like that. I just wanted it to be, you know, as centered as possible without me going through the steps to make sure it's as straight as possible, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I totally fussed with this a little bit more than I did with the words. And I will tell you guys, this holographic vinyl is of the devil. Like when I peeled it up, it had little air bubbles in it and stuff, and I, you know, pressed out real hard to try to get them, and I laid it, you know, the certain way to make sure you peel up slowly, all that good stuff, but I still ended up with bubbles. I know that if I had probably used a regular matte vinyl or even a glossy one, it may not have had bubbles like that, but I don't know, because I've actually used this vinyl before, so I never had an issue with the bubbles on the holographic vinyl, but this time I did. But you know, I was okay with it. This was for me. If this was something I was going to sell, absolutely, I would have fussed over it and probably redid it a little bit more. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and layer our red in our sky here. Just burnishing that in really well. Nope, not yet. All right, guys, and we are done. That's it. I made a music plaque that is something very sentimental to me, and I really have fun doing it. If you guys got any questions, concerns, emotional outbursts, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time, peace.